Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today I will talking about introduction to IKEA company. IKEA company is one of the largest private companies and it has been the world's largest worldwide home furnishing retailer since 2008. IKEA is a Swedish multinational company founded in 1943. The main core business is to be a retailer home furniture that provided people all over the world with reasonable contemporary and comfortable furniture. The name IKEA is acronym representing the founder first name and the last name, IK Ingvar Kamprad. E for his grew up resident and A for his village. IKEA Group now has 423 locations in 52 countries, with plan to expand in future. Inter IKEA System BV has franchise agreement with 11 different franchises who manage the IKEA shop, while Inca Holding, located in Netherlands, is the largest franchise. Furthermore, IKEA vision is to create better everyday life for the many people, including customer, co-worker, and those who work for their suppliers. The mission that of company is built on the foundation, organization vision, and core value. So IKEA mission is around achieving sustainable long-term growth for ultimate benefit supplier, consumer, and worker throughout investing in future. Their business concept is provided a wide range of well-designed and functional home furniture at reasonable rates, so that as many people as possible may afford them. From here, this company has used integrated cost leadership and differentiation strategy. It because IKEA sells one-of-a-kind items that aren't available everywhere else.
Company profile of IKEA. IKEA financial analysis for 2020. The Inter-IKEA Group had a strong financial performance in financial year 2020. Inter-IKEA Group updated sales expectation and made many steps to offset the pandemic's negative effect and cut operating costs when the lockdown began. Inter-IKEA Group produced stronger operating income than expected following the rapid and significant recovery of retail sales. For example, for sale of goods, more than 350 IKEA stores were closed during the peak of the pandemic. As a result, for several weeks, sale of goods fell dramatically. Orders were cancelled and production at Inter-IKEA Group and IKEA supplier came to a halt. Sales were substantially higher than expected after the lockdown. Suppliers swiftly stepped up production to accommodate the increasing demand. However, the lockdown were lifted in a haphazard manner throughout the supply chain, causing logistically problems. This has an impact on product availability in a variety of markets. Next, cost of goods sold. The overall accumulated costs of purchasing, manufacturing, storing, and distributing product are referred to as the cost of goods sold. IKEA Industry, which is part of the Inter-IKEA Group, produces around 11% of the IKEA product line. The remaining 89% comes from roughly 1,000 external suppliers according to Inter-IKEA Group. This applies to both home furnishing and culinary items. Business level strategy. IKEA's business level strategy is to be the cheapest in the market with an emphasis on people in the lower middle class who are also likely to be first-time homeowners. IKEA business model include offering home furnishing at rates so low that as many people as possible can afford them. IKEA set a goal price for each product and does everything it can to meet that budget, even if it means reworking some initial design concepts. IKEA recognizes that there are many expensive fine furniture options on the market and believes that if a customer wants it, he or she should be able to pay more. IKEA wants to reach out to customers who may not have as much disposable income but still want high quality furnishing. That's all from me, Alice. Thank you.
Very good evening to Sabang Isha. So today I will present my part, which is core competency and organizational culture. So there are two core competency in IKEA, which is using self-serving methods and low-cost strategy. IKEA has a unique way of dealing with customer, which is they use the self-serving method, which is customer can select the items, remove them from the shelves, and assemble them at home. In terms of low-cost strategy is IKEA has inexpensive pricing, which is easy to handle and storable flat packages and simple constructible furniture. So next is the organizational culture. IKEA act as missionaries and spread the culture values to co-worker, meaning to say that according to IKEA founder Ingvar Kamprad, IKEA has always been driven by the goal to create a better everyday life for the many people by offering a wide range of well-designed, functional home furnishing products at price so low that as many people as possible will be able to afford them. So meaning to say that Ingvar Kamprad is the soul of the company, therefore his characteristic has a strong impact on the company's culture. The second one is IKEA often wear the same uniform or casual dress instead of suits. The titles which shown the position are not used in the name badge or in the way IKEA's people call each other. So they are prefer word co-worker instead. Meaning to say that the co-worker who thought he was suitable for another position would have the chance to show their ability. The third one is to create cultural values in humbleness, simple lifetime, cost consciousness, and all IKEA team members are treated equally within workplace. According to Ingvar Kamprad, he said that the management of tight relationship is an important tool to maintain and control nice working environment for IKEA over the world. IKEA also can achieve its goals with its few standard values, which is different from others multinational firms. For instance, humbleness, equality, and simplicity. So that is reflecting to the one of their vision that stated by IKEA founder Ingvar Kamprad. The one that I already mentioned on the first point is to create a better everyday life for many people. So the last point is IKEA people are encouraged to be independent, willingly to learn and willing to listen to others. Besides having a normal qualification, it's not compulsory for candidates since they are expected to have a good communication skills, open minds, positive work attitudes, and good potential rather than academic degrees. IKEA also encourage them, just like I say, encourage them to be independent and know how to transfer and share their knowledge to others while not feeling that they are any better than anyone else.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nahida Venta Ananan and I will present about external environment of IKEA by using pastel analysis. This analysis is important for IKEA as a response towards the changes happen in the market. The first pastel analysis is political analysis. IKEA has been involved in several issues related to political grounds. First and foremost, IKEA has admitted that they use prison labor in East Germany to produce their product in between 1970s and 1980s in 2012. The company has extended public apology towards the affected people. Apart from that, in recent few years, IKEA also facing a supply chain disruption due to political announcement in India and China when both countries have decided to lower the entry barrier for foreign brands. IKEA also faced huge criticism from Chinese media and public after catching the sight of IKEA packages boxes, which appear that Taiwan and Chinese are separate country. Next, IKEA has experiencing a few significant economic crises, which is macroeconomic situation and consumer spending power. One of the impacts from the above situation is global economic and financial crisis 2007 until 2009 that have affecting IKEA business performance. Other than that, the changes in currency exchange rate have impacted IKEA economically. The exchange rate fluctuation between euro and US dollar as well as other major currency had directly impacting IKEA revenues due to global scale of business operation. Next, the third pastel analysis is social analysis. The social and cultural factor can have a deep impact on IKEA business and its profit. IKEA has stepping in the wrong foot few times when setting up their business in the international market. The company are under controversy for photoshopping women out of its catalogue in Saudi Arabia. The controversy happened once again when IKEA allegedly removing a lesbian couple from its magazine in Russia. As consequences, IKEA guaranteed that they are become more aware on how to improve and share their values. Next, the fourth analysis is technology analysis. IKEA has taken this opportunity by focusing on providing the customer to feel that real-life shopping experience from their digital channels by using augmented reality to enhance the customer service and improve the customer satisfaction at one time. Next is environmental analysis. Currently, environmental factor is the most associated with sustainability as a focus of business brands. So apparently, IKEA has already invested a large sum in the wind and solar panels project and changed its cotton and wood to be sourced from sustainable resources. IKEA also plan on investing a sum higher than $1 billion in renewable energy project to help the poor nation cope with the threat of climate change. Next is about, lastly, is about legal analysis. Legal issues are often become a big threat for business, especially in international market. This is because the law and regulation are different from market to market, and any single problem associated with law can prove to be costly. So IKEA has confronted with several cases of tipping over and death because of their nature that cause harm to the consumer. Other than that, IKEA also facing the red tape when trying to penetrate in Indian market because they must produce at least 30% of their inventory in India. Next, I will explain about the key environmental trends. The company around the world started to realize the current environment trend in businesses are sustainable practice, which ultimately can lead to increasing profit. So IKEA People and Planet Positive strategy is the IKEA sustainability strategy purposely to inspire, active and lead the business including everyone in the IKEA franchise system and value chain in decision making and goal setting. Together, they want to achieve a big positive changes to the world and for the entire IKEA ecosystem. So, three major challenges faced by IKEA that must be encountered to achieve the purpose of this strategy is firstly is the climate changes. Temperature is keep rising and from 2014 and 2019, temperature of the planet is rising to the hottest point for 6 years. The second challenges are unstable consumption, which in many parts of the world consumption are growing at unstable rate. The third challenges are increasing level of inequality in the world with widening gap between the wealthier society and the rest. So as the reaction toward those major challenges, IKEA also identified three corresponding focus areas to fulfill IKEA vision and ambition to become people and planet positive. So the first focus area is healthy and sustainable living. Apparently, IKEA has worked proactively when it comes to use the chemical in their products, which passing out often ahead legislation potentially harmful chemical. The second focus, circular and positive climate. This approach is an attempt of making more from less than enable IKEA to reduce waste and become more efficient in transforming sources to more sustainable materials. So lastly, the third focus area of this strategy is to create positive social impact to everyone by being fair and equal. By the year of 2030, IKEA will be the leader in creating a fair and equal society benefits to human beings. Thank you.
I will continue with the presentation with the competitive rivalry. First, the local manufacturer. IKEA is the world's most popular retail furniture company with the largest market share on a global scale. In each country where it operates, there are a few local manufacturers with deep roots in the market that compete with IKEA. The market has become more competitive because of the presence of strong local and multinational brands, which has resulted in lower profit margin. As a result, IKEA faces fierce competition in the furniture sectors. The second point is the bargaining power of suppliers. Because suppliers have hundreds of possibilities for selling their raw materials to different domestic and international manufacturing companies, their bargaining power is strong. Wood is a limited resource, and suppliers of this material have a strong negotiating position with business. Companies recognize suppliers' position and power provide them the opportunity to create good and successful relationship with them. Next, the bargaining or power of buyers. In the furnitures and home appliance manufacturing industry, purchasers have enormous bargaining power. Customers at IKEA are often price sensitive. Thus, these circumstances gives them more negotiating leverage. Furniture buyers have access to a list of furniture dealers as well as the benefit and drawbacks connected with each brand, which increases their bargaining power. The lack of switching costs for purchasers increases their bargaining power significantly. Next, the new entrant. When looking at the furniture market from the standpoint of capital, process and skills, market entry is simple, making new entrants a greater positions. At a local scale, capital is not required in large amount because there are numerous cottage industry manufacturing and selling furnitures in various countries across the world. It does not necessitate highly specialized work. And the furnitures can be done by hand. And the last point for competitive rivalry is the threat of substitute. For humankind, there is no replacement for furniture, and furniture is a necessity. It is critical to recognize that product innovation is not a replacement but is an enhancement to the product. The substitution of fake wood for wooden furniture is not a replacement but rather a development of the same product. Artificial wood can be used as a substitute for real wood but not for furniture. Key competitors of IKEA. We have list 4 competitors for IKEA, which is Walmart, Amazon, Roma and Kingston Home. Walmart and Amazon is the competitors outside Malaysia, while Roma and Kingston Home is the competitors inside Malaysia. This company provide high quality goods and several different categories of furniture, which can be a candidate for the competitors of IKEA. That's all from me. Thank you.
Recommendations and conclusion. After getting to know IKEA in depth, we propose some recommendations for IKEA's improvement. First, we suggest that IKEA revise their retail strategy. They need to close the distance between them and their customers by moving to the city. Maybe they can create city shops which function as a city pickup point from larger IKEA warehouses. Secondly, we suggest that IKEA further expand their food retail business by opening a Swedish restaurant. In addition, IKEA is already popular with Swedish food. Third, IKEA is encouraged to emphasize the concept of family. This is to encourage family participation. Finally, IKEA should improve the quality of their products. As a conclusion, IKEA has its own advantages and disadvantages. IKEA is a well-established company which has maintained the IKEA concept from its original foundations. The IKEA concept exists in every detail of the brand, from design, sourcing, packaging, and distributing. This case analysis has shown how IKEA's vision and mission and its strong values are able to contribute and drive the development of its sustainable strategy with the overall aim of helping more people live a better life at home. A business strategy is not just about creating a competitive advantage, but about having a clear vision of what the company wants to achieve rooted with strong values. This means that a company can still be a market leader and never have to compromise its integrity as a business. As a well-known international company, IKEA is like a fresh breath of air to new markets. They not only bring a new strategy and model compared to their competitors, but also bring the opportunity for a new lifestyle and service for their customers. That's all from us. Thank you.